Hello guys, Josh Babb here with Wild Oak Outdoors. Today what we're going to be doing is discussing my Etsy store, the 8 tags I've been given, and a channel update. So stay tuned and don't go away. The way this Etsy shop is going to work is it's going to rely pretty much on my subscribers and people who watch my videos. I'm trying to raise money for my hobbies, so the money you spend here pretty much goes back into the channel. At least the majority of it. So after this, I'll be doing a run of knives, but I'm going to buy some steel, blacksmith some knives, and that money is going to go into buying an anvil and buying like a vise and a few other tools for my blacksmith shop. So this is kind of like the first step. And what I made here is 4 cooking spoons and 1 bushcraft spoon. And I think a couple of my subscribers, like Black Hat Bushcraft, Matt Mercer, Mark Bailey, and Doug with Pine Tree Line Outdoors, will definitely love this spoon. But we'll get to that later. The first one we have here is my first one. I was just kicking around my garage on a snowy day, and I decided to make a wooden spoon to complement another one I don't have out here right now. And I brought it in, and my mom's like, "Oh, it looks kind of cool. You might want to consider selling these." And so that's when I decided to open up an Etsy store. So so that's pretty much it. Big spoon, long handle, good for stirring. So after I decided to do my Etsy store, I decided to start making all these spoons for the store. And the second one was made out of the same piece as this one. It's pretty much identical, other than, the lengths are just about the same. The only real difference is this one kind of points, and this one's more rounded. So if you want a more rounded spoon for different applications, more stirring oriented or maybe serving, this is the one to go with. This one's great for getting around the pot and even serving. And maybe aesthetics are a little better on this one. So this was my next one. I made this out of a different piece of walnut. And this one right here is quite different than these. It's not as black, it's not as dark, and it's got a long handle on it. It's a lot longer than this one. That's to give you size. It's about 1.5 inches bigger. And this one has a nice narrow spoon. You can really get in the sides, stir a pot. Aesthetics, serving. Maybe if you're serving rice or something like that, it'd be a lot better. They all basically serve the same function. Sorry guys, I'm getting eaten by ants. They're crawling up my back. And last, we have the biggest of the wooden spoons. And just to compare it to the original, you can see that's about 2.5 inch difference. And here's the next closest, and that's about 1 inch. So it's my biggest one, and I priced this one at $20. This one's $25, $25, $25. This one's $35 from the time and labor I spent into this one, and this one's $20. And the reason why is on the back, you can see a couple of insect damage on the back. I don't think that'll affect the spoon whatsoever in quality. But if you guys do have any problems with this spoon, whoever purchases this one, just send me an email at whiteoakoutdoors, all lowercase, 01@gmail.com. And just send me an email saying, hey, what went wrong, and I'll either give you a solution for it, or I'll make you a new one and send it to you. So that's my quality guarantee, and you can do that pretty much with all these spoons. So if this one under regular use, now if you just snap it in half and then ask for a new one, I'm not going to do that. But we'll just discuss it and see if you need a new one. So those are my 4 cooking spoons. This one is my bushcraft spoon. I made a bunch of these and I was like, you know what, I have bushcraft viewers. I think they'll want a more portable spoon for backpacking, camping, bushcrafting. This one I think fits the bill. It's good for a small pot. It's good for eating, and it's very decorative. And here's a close-up of it. Just very beautiful. This is made out of river birch. The other ones are made out of walnut. And it's very small in comparison to any of these spoons. And it's meant for eating. I feel quite a few people will like this one. I think the prices on all of these are fair for the amount of time spent into it. I could have made more working for minimum wage. I could have made a lot more money in the time I spent making these. But I decided to do something I like and to try to sell it. So these are priced fairly, in my opinion. And this is my Etsy store and what I'm going to have now. Like I said, next time there's going to be knives, different types of knives. I want to sell them all out, and then that money's going to go into blacksmith. So the next portion of this video is going to be the tag I got from Matt Mercer with Black Hat Bushcraft, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description as well. He has a phenomenal channel. If you guys like to learn skills, he's kind of similar to my channel in what we focus on, skills related material. Just an excellent channel. As far as tags go, I really don't want to do tags in my videos because I don't want to make this more of a diary video, a diary channel. I don't really want that right now for my channel. I want it to be more educational for the people who are just starting out in this bushcraft genre, to point them, say, hey, here's some skills. It's more of a beginner channel, but I also think I can probably teach a couple of you guys out there, even experienced guys, or just show you guys how I do things. I'm not an expert, by the way. So let's adjust the camera here so you can get my face in shot. And let's start with the tags now. I have them written down here. Oh boy, it's all wrinkled up. Okay, the first one is, what is your most memorable camp? My most memorable camp has got to be Brown Mountain Creek Shelter. So I'm in Virginia, and if you go up to George Washington Jefferson National Forest, just a beautiful forest. The whole forest total is 1.7 million acres. It's huge, but it's very spread out. Up there they have this shelter called Brown Mountain Creek Shelter, and we hiked in. I was on a 50-mile hike, and I must have been like 14 at the time, maybe 13. And we had a long day, and we crossed over the road, and we had 2 miles to get to camp, and me and one of the other guys just booked it. We just went. We're like, we got to get to camp before the sun sets. So we did like 2 miles and 15 minutes. We really booked it. And by the time we got to camp, and as we're going, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So as we're coming along the trail, you could see just waterfalls coming down. You could see trout in the stream. It was beautiful. There was only like maybe a couple campers at our spot. It was just so surreal. We didn't even camp at the shelter. We went down and camped right next to the stream, and it was just a raging stream, this big massive stream, almost a river, and it just put you to sleep. And it was so peaceful. It was decently warm. It was spring break, so it was kind of cold still. I ate ramen, and I was with the scouts. It was just a beautiful spot to be. So number 2, do you prefer solo or group camping? I prefer let's just say I can't really answer this one. I've only done group camping, and when I do solo camping, as in like remove myself from the crowd, I do like that, and because most of the time when I do camp, it's either with my dad or it's with scouts, and the scouts and even my dad, he's not really into bushcraft or anything, so I think I'd love to do camping with like-minded people, at least quite occasionally. But solo camping, I feel, even though I haven't done it really, I do like being out in the woods by myself and doing my own thing, so I'll go solo on that. What's my favorite knife? Well, my favorite knife is the one I got, so it's this one. It's the Mora 510, and I've been using this one for a year now, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. So this one fits the bill. It's perfect for me. It's just absolutely perfect. I don't see why anyone goes beyond a Mora. They're just perfect knives. I like knives that I can put an excellent edge on, and that will keep it for just a decent amount of time. That's what's important to me, because I do a lot of carving and I want that fine edge. And so the C100 steel that Mora uses, I love Swedish steels. The grain is just amazing. So that's the knife I use. It just fits the bill. 3.7 inch blade, very basic handle on it. Just do all sorts of grips, fist grip, chest lever, reverse grip, all does just marvelously. I love this one. You've seen it in like the Chicory video. I don't think it was on my hike in the mountains, but that's one of my favorites. Okay guys, the next part of this video is the channel update. Where have I been? And I've kind of made videos here and there, and they've all been in my backyard. Why haven't I been out at the place where I regularly film? And the thing is I've been shooting videos every weekend. I just haven't put them up on the channel. I think it's time to let the cat out of the bag, and I've been building a dugout canoe. It's a big project. I have a massive log I can't even put my arms around, and I'm trying to carve this thing out over winter break. That's what I was doing. I started it in winter break, and I've been on it almost every weekend, just driving out an hour, working on the canoe for 4 hours or so, and then coming back home next weekend, going out. And then I've had setbacks, tools break. That ads I made, I had to, in one of my other videos, I had to weld a handle onto it. It's just so hectic, and it's just awful. So trying to get this done, it's taken me almost 6 months. Don't do a dugout canoe if you don't want to spend 6 weekends, like 6 months worth of weekends on a project. It'll be fantastic when it's built, but that's what I've been doing, and that's pretty much where I've been. And I want to get it done this summer. I wanted to have it by spring break, but thing is, when tools break, you have to make new tools. You know, the time it takes to actually build it, to dig it, the problems you encounter, the time it takes to get it out there, the only once a week, the time just adds up, and the only videos I can shoot are really in my backyard. When I get out there, I'm working. So I've been blacksmithing, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff that I just haven't filmed, just for the mere sake of I'm trying to make every minute count. It doesn't take me too much time anymore because I'm so fluent in filming. to just film video, but it saves me maybe an hour of time total for like a 4 or 5 hour video. It doesn't take me too long. So I'm trying to make the most of my time, and that's what I've been doing. I hope you guys aren't too mad that I'm not putting out videos. I really want to. And as soon as that canoe's done, you bet there's going to be a whole bunch of videos coming your way. Mosquitoes. So that's my channel update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my seeing what I'm going to put up on the Etsy store. Link's going to be in the description to that. Black Hat Bushcraft channel, he's going to be in the description. And that's all I have for you guys. So I hope you guys learned something, and see you in the next one.